Hey, it's Tim,
Hey, it's David.
and we're Worth It Fridays.
What the nani?
So today we're going to talk about a game called Sleeping Dogs. And what is Sleeping Dogs? Well, I'll tell you this, guys. Sleeping Dog is an open-world, third-person action game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix. Yes, the Square Enix that released Final Fantasy games and other games as well.
This game was on the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and PC. The prices in Canadian for the definitive edition now is on PC it's 25 Canadian, on PlayStation it's 40 Canadian, and on Xbox it's 50 Canadian. But you might be able to find it cheaper if you go like in store to like Walmart or your local store. Maybe might have it cheaper there.
And the game actually came out August 14th, 2012, but the definitive edition, which comes with a remastered game itself and all the DLC that was provided, on October 14th, 2014. I find it very interesting why they chose the 14th day as a release date. But anyways, what does the game has to offer? Well, I'll tell you that the game offers an intense action story about gangs in Hong Kong relating to the triads. You as a player who plays as an undercover cop named Wei Shen, and you get to learn more about these gangs and try to figure out how to stop them.
The player gets to decide how to approach the situation, either as a gangster or person of the law. There are also street races, clothes customizations, a bunch of kung fu combats, third-person shooter, illegal cockfights. You get to go on dates, there's karaoke, drug busts, perks to unlock, and many more.
And the definitive edition has so many packs. There's actually a lot to list off, but I can tell you this, that there's 3 DLC that kind of continues the story, and 3 of them is Nightmare in North Point, as well as Year of the Snake and the Zodiac Tournament.
So let's get on with the review. First, the story. We rate the story from 0 to 10, 10 being the best story where you felt it was interesting, attached to the characters, great character development, interesting and not bland of a story. The story is an interesting storyline where it has its moments of being too cheesy with an added twist of suspense and action where it takes a player sitting at the end of their seat to see how the story unfolds. The story has great character developments where you get the chance to really love some characters or really hate some characters. There are some concepts similar to GTA, however, Sleeping Dogs does give players the feel of a criminal and as well as the feel of an undercover cop. So we give this game a 9.5 out of 10.
Next is we're going to talk about the gameplay and the content. We're going to rate the gameplay and content based on the 0 to 10 scale. 10 being like the gameplay was fun, there's enough. A lot of content, and as well as the game developer definitely made what the game was intended to be. Based on Sleeping Dogs, the gameplay and the content has so much to offer. The game allows players to do almost everything in Hong Kong. The hand combat of the game really stands out for Sleeping Dogs, where there are many combos to execute and gaining the satisfaction of completing the combos. There are moments of the game where you need to aim and shoot, and the game offers the slow motion effect, where it kind of gives you that vibe of an action movie. We can't forget that you as a player is an undercover cop, where the game allows you to use gadget as in hacking device of the camera, lockpicks the doors, or tracing down the phone calls. As well, there are many interesting side quests in the game where it can give a nice break from the story for players. Here at Worth It Friday, we gave a rating of 8.5 out of 10 for the gameplay and content.
On to the graphics. We give a rating of 0 to 10, 10 being the game developers made the right choice when choosing their designs. This is a 2012 game, so for it being that old, the graphics of the game are pretty impressive and amazing for a game, especially if you have the definitive edition. The developers created a beautiful city of Hong Kong where it's filled with many NPCs as well as their interesting added dialogue from them. As well, it's designed off the richer parts of the city and the poorer side of the city. So it really makes Hong Kong Sleeping Dogs alive. So, as with the Fridays, we give it a 8.5 out of 10.
Now coming to the cost here, we're going to rate with a point system. 1 point we give is based on if it's deemed worthy of the full price. 0 means it's not worth the full price and you might as well wait for a sale. Based on Worth It Fridays here, some say that the game may be worth if it's on sale, but the majority says it's definitely worth the price. So we'll give it a 1 point for this game here.
There's not too many criticisms about the game, as most of us pretty much love the game from start to finish. There were some minor glitches or even major ones, as the game could crash on you, stopping your progression, or just warping you as you go out of cover in a gunfight. The other annoying thing is when you're trying to get a taxi, it's the same button as robbing a vehicle. So many times, you know what happens. The game can also get repetitive,
As you might get bored of doing drug busts, hacking the system, or as well as the combat system may be boring to you for long term. Then you become more of like it's a rock paper scissors combat system here.
So, to summarize, Sleeping Dogs is a great game where it has its story, where it keeps its players on the edge of the seat with its suspense and the drama, as well as adding cheesy moments to it.
There's so much content and gameplay of the game that has to offer, where it makes you actually feel like an undercover cop who gives a part of being a gangster, the triads in Hong Kong, and it really gets you to decide how you want to approach the situation in the story.
The look of the city is amazing, especially in the definitive edition. As for being a 2012 game, it still looks great today. However, the game does struggle a little bit with some glitches. So we at Worth It Fridays give the game a 9 out of 10. Epic.
We want to thank the viewers here. Thank you for sticking us with us. Last time I checked, we got 50 subscribers here, so we really appreciate that. So it does give us a good sign that we're doing something that you guys are enjoying. So let us know. Give us feedback. Definitely comment below of what your thoughts about the game, any game suggestion you want us to do, and just let us know what your thoughts about it. As well as give us a like in the video to show that we're doing something nice for you. As well as subscribe to us if you can, if you want to know when we're going to upload the video. And click that notification bell if you really want to know exactly at the time when we're going to upload the videos. So thank you so much, and we'll see you till the next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.